So he's very potentially, if he's gotten better, he's very potentially, if he's gotten better, there might be some upsets happening this journey from him. He hasn't done recently in the current tournaments. This is mostly because he tried transitioning to controller, which I think is a very smart thing to do, but it takes a lot of time. So just like picking it up for a while, trying a few tournaments, putting it down, going back to keyboard, and then alternating it whenever you feel comfortable. Eventually, you'll get into the controller mood.
Well, the keyboard warrior for clean stock, clean for stock.
Clean for. Oh yeah. Sorry, I'm talking about not talking about the game as much. But yeah, so this matchup's pretty interesting. It's like, it's Falcon favor at this level, because the spacing is pretty nice for Falcon, but there's actually some slight things that Pikachu can do that ends up making, like, if Pikachu's fast enough and he's careful enough, the spacing advantage Falcon has starts to go away. Supposedly. I've heard this a lot from some stronger, both Pika and Falcon players. That was nice. I didn't expect that up air to hit. I thought he would have to go for the up B. But it's always nice when you can land an up air instead of an up B, just because you get that stale on the up air, which is pretty nice. Nice. Ooh. That was clean. So we might see a 5-stock here. I wouldn't be too surprised. Nero is one of the most underrated people on the PR, again, because he's been on controller recently. So, the up tilt. So so once he hops on keyboard, he like jumps up a couple of spaces. Oh, okay. I don't know how good I think his DI is reasonably good. Like, it's standard keyboard DI, but it's not like killer keyboard DI, and it's not like West Coast Hori DI or anything like that, right? It's I think he's one of the people with best DI in Toronto. Actually, rethinking this, Vowels, Snorlax, and Preston have been upping their DI game. Preston, I think I saw it in his set. I'm not positive, but I feel like I saw some really clean DI in there, just in the teams, if I'm not mistaken. I know for sure Snorlax and Vowels have like really nice DI, and I think even Y-Bomb's improved since the first few Flaocs. So this is the other side of this matchup, where Pikachu actually has a pretty good time gimping Falcon. So as Falcon, you don't really want to play too close to the edges. If your opponent's unable to combo you from like center stage to off stage, then you kind of just want to stay in center stage, because there's not too much Pika can threaten you with then. He might rack up some percents, but like he won't get those quick kills, which makes this matchup pretty nice for Pika, or like potentially nice for Pika, right? This is looking like the final stock.
Yeah.
Might be coming in. So Nero, he wants, for some reason, he wants...
Yeah, there.
Yeah, that was good. He was fishing for a first hit forward air to down B there. Which, it's a pretty good way to... Well, it's a good way to follow up the down B, but it's a little greedy.
So, DragNa switching to Kirby?
Okay.
Can I see the bracket?
So, traditionally a bad matchup for Falcon. I didn't expect the up B to hit. That was spurt of Nero. He knows his follow-ups. He knows his presents. Yeah, the one thing about this stage, which is pretty interesting, is since it's not legal in most tournaments anymore, it's like some people, like, they're not sure if it's worth learning the 10 combos, right? But like in a tournament where it's legal, it's so important. Like there, like a while ago, beginning of the stock, if you remember, Nero got a grab down at the 10, and he went for like I think a down air follow up, whereas a back air would have been probably, I want to say a back air would have been nicer, or like an up air or something like that. So it's strange, just something to think about. But yeah, what do you think about Game Shark stages? A lot of people are considering legalizing them.
Really?
Yeah.
I've
a
never
lot
seen any game, any tournament actually. I've never seen a tournament that used one.
Yeah.
So,
I've also never seen a North American 4-stock tournaments. I think these are the most common changes to the rule set people are considering right now. Game Shark stages, because I think for Genesis they were thinking about it. Or like implementing a timer, which would add Game Sharks, which in turn would make these stages easier to access. And then the other point, which was 4-stock over 5, because it doesn't make too big a difference to the outcome. I don't know how much I like it though. I find 4-stock pretty scary. Because every stock is worth 5 over 4 times more.
I think I have to go play.
You gotta go? Alright, that's fine.
I don't know.
I should, yeah. Or like go to Subway if you don't have enough time. So that's game. That's Nero taking the game, I think, right? That was actually pretty close. It looks like Nero doesn't like the Kirby matchup quite as much. Again, traditionally bad for Falcon. So I'm not too surprised. Yo! I didn't know you were coming. Yo, how was it?